Oh, hey, good morning, folks. It's Paul. Just sitting here at a Dunkin' Donuts this morning. It now appears that Hollywood, whatever that means, it's not here where I live, but Hollywood, California, is now going to require a visual display of jab, having the jab. This could be anything from an hanging lanyard with a card attached to it to a temporary tattoo. A temporary tattoo may be very effective, or maybe just a permanent tattoo. We don't know. But according to the story that I just read, and I'm too depressed to have to continue to read it, but you're gonna have to wear something if you're on a movie crew, either off of a lanyard or it's going to have to be a sticker, is what they're saying. So, as you can see, when you come to this channel, even though I don't have two nickels to rub together, I start telling you stuff. Now, I will tell you one thing, okay? Yesterday, I bumped into a guy that I'm familiar with. I'm not friends with him, but I know who he is. He was the first Spaniard, and I don't know if he's Cuban or Venezuela. I don't know what he is. I suspect he may be Cuban. I don't know. But he has a lawn service, and he's successful, as in successful. I mean, he has a nice car and everything. I saw him yesterday, unrelated to that, going into a job, picking up some food. And I said, "How you doing?" He's all right. Just a casual thing. And, I asked him about it, about what he thought of all this business that's going on now. And I asked him about the jab. And I said, "Did you get it yet?" And he was very, very evasive. And he didn't, I know he said he didn't get it, but he was evasive and didn't want to get involved in it, to talk about it. But I did kind of push him a bit. And I realized, and I didn't tell you folks yet, but I had thought about this before. Not all of the Latins are for the jab. There's a couple that aren't, but they fall into a category, and the category is they're going to know. In other words, they're going to be well-read, and they're not going to be well-read like Three-Wheel Idiot, like I just saw this morning. But that's the American guy. But they're going to know who Don Quixote is, and they're going to be well-read, book-learned people, very likely. And that's exactly what I think this man was. And it was very uplifting. And I told him, I said, I can't believe it. You're the first Latino that I've ever seen that has given some sort of thought to this. And I told him, I said, you know what I think it is? I think it's the patriarchal nature of the Latinos. That's what it is. And he kind of smiled and giggled. And he said, yeah. And then I imitated him. I said, "That's not going to take my family. I'm going to do something about it, because I'm a proud Latino father, patriarchal." And he kind of laughed about that, kind of giggled a little bit. And we have our first person on a Latino that I've met personally. And not surprisingly, he would know who Don Quixote is and the windmills. But also, I went into a barbecue house here, which I won't say. And picked up the order from the person, and it was an American guy. And I kind of ran it down to him a little bit, and he was receptive to listening to it. Didn't agree, but he listened to it and made some non-idiotic comments. So that's a step in the right direction. That really is. That's a step in the right direction. I think he may have been the proprietor there, although young. He might have been the son or something. But he probably understands the complications with this and the babysitting effect that may occur with this. So they're probably not really on board and was willing to listen. But those are the only things that I have to tell you this morning. Otherwise, I'm getting off to work. And I applied for some security guard jobs. And it's so stressful at this time in my life that I can't do it. And also my foot is still swelling somewhat on my right side, and I will now have to go into a full, not diet, but fasting mode, and it's going to take 10 days because I'm going to have to begin to walk, which I've been not doing. I've been very sedentary. This has a lot to do with it. So my weight was 215 pounds. Should never be over 200 pounds to begin with. 207 was the highest high that I remembered, where, like I felt okay and didn't feel sluggish. And even at 207, I felt sluggish. So I bought some Kentucky Fried Chicken yesterday. It will be the last. I will eat it today, and that will be that. And from here out, I cannot eat. So, anyways, you folks take care. I will be back with you. I have still waiting on my first job. They're trying to send me 8 miles to go make $4, and I'm not going to do it. Saturdays are hit or miss. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad. Take care. Thank you for being with me, and I will see you soon. Bye.